Well, it's a disgrace, honestly. We've got a situation where, sadly, the culture of disruption is well and widely established, going back to the BJP's days in opposition. So it's not exactly something that has been invented by the current opposition. We are seeing a situation where there has been absolutely no desire on the part of the government to get the business of Parliament moving by permitting debate on the burning issue of price rise, which all the opposition parties have been demanding from the very first day of the session. Indeed, from the planning meetings before the session, they said this is a priority issue we want to discuss. This is what the nation wants to actually hear about on the floor of Parliament. Now, the government says that they have absolutely no problem discussing it, so they claim, but they want to wait for the finance minister to recover from COVID. Now, in one level, that seems a reasonable explanation, but on the other hand, given that the Parliament session has been called, there have been many, many precedents where if a minister is unable to attend for a particular reason, another minister is briefed by that ministry and is supposed to substitute. So it could have been possible to have had a serious debate with, after all, in a parliamentary system, there is cabinet responsibility. Another member of the cabinet, properly briefed by the finance ministry, could have responded. The problem with all of this is that there is a genuine perception on the part of the opposition that the government actually doesn't want a debate, doesn't want a discussion, because it has no answers and it's deeply embarrassed by the conditions in which the country is.
But Shashi Tharoor, I just want to go back to firstly what the Speaker of the Lok Sabha had said, which is that he would not allow placards to be brought into the House. I think what was said was that if you want to demonstrate with placards, that should be done outside the House. Why did your MPs insist on bringing these placards inside?
Nidhi, again, I understand where you and your viewers are coming from. I myself am not a great fan of using Parliament for demonstrations. But the truth of the matter is that the degradation of the standards of behavior in the House is not new. I remember before I came into politics, the then Speaker Somnath Chatterjee calling a gathering of so-called eminent citizens to advise them on what to do about demonstrations, disruptions, placards, and so on. And when that meeting took place, it was the BJP that was in the opposition doing it. So I just want to stress, these kinds of standards of behavior have not been established by the 4 suspended members or by the present opposition.